Hi there, this is Tafakari Initiative and welcome to our channel. Tafakari Initiative is a Kenyan NGO that supports the integration of technology into education. In today's video, we will be exploring the world of text editors. So stick with me and let's see what we discover. Now, a text editor is an example of a software that allows you to create documents that contain text, format or manipulate the text, and add different features such as images, and then save the document. There are many different kinds of editors, but today we'll be looking at three, starting with Microsoft Word, an example of a proprietary offline editor. It is proprietary because it is owned by a company which then sells it to users, and offline because you can use it when you're not on the internet. We will also look at LibreOffice Writer, an example of an open source offline editor. Open source because people who can code came together and created this software and made it freely accessible to users. It's also offline because you can use it when you're not on the internet. Finally, we'll also look at Google Docs, an example of an open source online editor. It is open source because it is freely accessible to all, but online because it can only be used when you're on the internet. Let's see how different features work in these programs. We'll create some random text instead in Microsoft Word. Now we'll type that is equal to rand, open brackets, 3,4, close brackets, enter. And that allows me to generate some random code, which I can, some random text which I can be able to work with to see how Microsoft Word handles these operations. So by default, the font is Calibri, size 11, and we will select all of this and paste it in the other programs and see how that works. Control A, Control C, and in LibreOffice Writer, we'll then press Control V. So we can see the default font is Liberation Serif, size 12. And in Google Docs, let's see how this works. Control V. Right, we can use the commands as well in case the keyboard shortcuts are problematic. So we have got video. The text has come in as Arial size 11, Arial font size 11, and we can change one or two things. For example, I'd like to add a title to this text. So I will press enter to create some space and then type video. I will select that and I will center it. And then I can make it bold. I can have it underlined or not. Let's underline that, or even italicize it or not. And you can also make it bigger. So let's make this size 18. In LibreOffice Writer, let's press enter and let's see. Let's type video and then center that. Good. Select that and we can make it bold. We can underline it. We can even italicize it or not, and we can make it bigger as well. So this is we'll make it size 18 as well, just to see how that looks in different programs. In Microsoft Word, the font size is Calibri 11. So what we will do, we can select this and change it to Arial. Make it size 12, a little bit bigger. And then let's see how this works. You can press create some space by pressing enter and type video, and then center that text, select it. You can make it bold, you can underline that. Italics also works here, and we can make it bigger. So we'll make this size 18. So having done that, let's explore the different ways of saving on these programs. In Microsoft Word, we can come to File, and it will give us the option to save, and it gives us a list of locations where we can save. So we have documents there, and it gives us the name video. So it reads the first line of the text that you've typed in and takes and gives you a name using that. It's got different options. We've got different formats for Word and also PDF, as well as specialized formats such as XPF and XPS and XML. You can also save as open document text, which is the default format for LibreOffice Writer. So saving in LibreOffice Writer, you can use the save button. You can try that. and it will give you untitled one as the default save name, and the default format is ODF text document, but it also has a variety of other formats such as Word and even rich text, but it does not have the option to save as XPS or even as PDF. So let's go over to Google Docs and see how saving works. Now in Google Docs, the interesting thing is that when you go to the file menu, you will not see save, but instead you can work with download as, because it will be downloading from the internet onto your machine. So you have a variety of formats such as Word, ODT, which is the default format for LibreOffice Writer, as well as formats such as PDF. So we can ask it to save as PDF and see how that goes. Yes, and it saves it as untitled document.pdf. The location it saves to is in downloads. There we go. So yeah, that's about it for text editors. So this is just basic operations, basic overview. Of course, there are a lot more complex things that you can do with them, but this is just an introduction to them. So share this video, please subscribe and like our videos on our channel, and please feel free to comment about what you'd like or don't like about the videos and other topics you'd like us to cover. Thank you very much for watching.